NLE Choppa dropping Choppa
Top Shotta.
Top Shotta. Sorry, I couldn't find it in my notes here. Which, you know, he dropped what, Cottonwood, probably a mixtape, but however, by whatever
debut
standards,
EP mixtape back in December, his first official release. Only just now, only 17 still.
And kind of crazy that, you know, he's only 17 and dropping an album like Top Shotta. Because while I think the first half of Top Shotta is, you know, it's maybe not the most succinct part of the album. I think the second half has a clear vision to it, even if I don't know if those songs hit as well as some of the more upbeat songs. I think when he is trying to go to a deeper place in terms of his lyrical content, and just the topics he's talking about, I think it's impressive that he's trying to kind of hone in on certain ideas instead of just putting music out. So I guess, like, to summarize my review, it's decent, but I respect like the vision on it, and I think that's a good sign for Choppa for his longer career. Where are you at with it, though?
Yeah, that's very similar how I feel too, because NLE got big really fast at the beginning of 2019 for his ridiculous energy on the mic with Shotta flow. And then he kept that going with, I think, the superior song, Camelot, which is on this album, Top Shotta. And it's like, you see that, like, this guy just has really aggressive, punchy bars and youthful exuberance, which would make sense because, again, he was blowing up when he was 16. And you get more of that on this debut album, like you said, in the beginning. And I think when it works best is songs like Double Back and Make 'Em Say with Mulatto, who's now joining him on the XXL freshman cover. But I was surprised to see such introspection at the end, the second half of this album, because, again, he's so new to this that you just really wouldn't even hold that against someone of this age and this lack of experience, right? Yet he's willing to kind of open up and, I guess, maybe soften up a bit too, and talking about literally songs called Paranoid and Depression. It's like he's being pretty upfront about it. And I don't know if the way he's doing that right now is something I want from him. Like, I still think his strength, obviously, right now is lower stakes, high energy. But the fact that he's willing to do this, I think, is a good sign, and speaks to, you know, longevity. You would hope. I think, you know, and that perhaps thoughtfulness maybe does make sense, because he blew up last year. He never signed a major deal. He was using United Masters, the independent distribution company, and he became a millionaire independently, kept all his masters in publishing through all of that year. And I believe now he is, in fact, signed to Warner Records, but it seems like he was able to negotiate much more control over his career and get, I think, some higher payouts than the traditional teenage upstart rapper. So it seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders too, despite what some of the songs might lead you to believe. So yeah, it's ultimately a mixed bag in terms of songs you want to hear, but in terms of, like, investment in the career and, you know, justifying the freshman status, I think it's earned.
When you're saying that that's what, like, these songs are not what you want to be hearing from him, is that because you feel like, in terms of getting into that deeper lyrical content, maybe these more heavy songs, he's not like able to craft as well right now as he is these bangers? Okay. Yeah. I think,
I just don't think I like listen to them right now. You know, it's like, no offense. It's just like, these aren't really hitting right now. So
right.
Hopefully that comes in time.
And it's funny to be, like, thinking about the album and thinking, like, the second half was probably, I think, the better vision, with the first half just being the more enjoyable one to listen to, even if it was, you know, kind of all over the place. I think, in terms of, like, there wasn't anything tying these songs together. So I guess in that sense, I almost saw this as a double album. In terms of that first half, though, I think the song Make 'Em Say with Mulatto was probably one of the ones that stood out to me. I think she comes on and really, like, injects a different energy into the song, which I thought was great. You mentioned Camelot already, which I thought was really good. What other songs on this actually stood out to you?
Yeah, like I said, Double Back. I think Walk 'Em Down's interesting to me because that's become a big hit for him, featuring Roddy
Mhm.
Ricch. And for whatever reason, that song doesn't really do much for me. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. I just don't just doesn't hit the right way. I don't know, but it seems to be successful for him. I don't know if we need all of Shotta Flow 3, 4, and 5, but I do like Shotta Flow 5 quite a
Yeah,
bit as
same.
well.
Yeah, Shadow Flow 5 definitely stood out to me. Any on the back half that you liked?
Yeah, I guess Paranoid probably the best.
Hmm.
The fact that he has the Warner deal now probably speaks to how he has a little baby feature. But
Hmm.
I thought Narrow Road was just okay. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think fans of new fans of NLE probably will have some things to like here.
definitely. We're definitely gonna put probably one of these songs onto our Spotify playlist. So again, tune into that.